Every creator starts with the same ambition, to build an audience. But that ambition usually hits a wall when you're staring at a blank screen at 2 a.m., trying to figure out how to turn a vague idea into a workable script. When you look at the major channels dominating the platform, you aren't looking at one person. You're looking at the output of dedicated research teams and professional writers. Trying to match that sheer volume on your own feels like a mathematical impossibility. But that dynamic has changed. Today, a solo creator can access the same raw computational power used by high-level software developers and do it without any subscription fees. This is Google AI Studio. It is a direct line to the most capable models Google has ever built, functioning as a digital backend for your entire production workflow. Success on YouTube is no longer a question of how many people you can afford to hire. It depends on whether you know how to operate the machinery that's already available to you. To understand why this platform is effective, we have to look at its architecture. Google AI Studio is a developer-grade environment. It bypasses the simplified chat interfaces most people use, giving you unfiltered access to Gemini 1.5 Pro and Flash. Advantage 1, the context window. Upload entire books or hours of video. The system generates scripts from dense source material. Next, system instructions lock into place. You assign the AI a permanent role, maintaining your specific persona across every session. While consumer-level chatbots often hit you with message limits, paywalls, or simplified, safe answers, AI Studio provides an open environment designed for high-volume technical work. You are essentially using an enterprise-grade logic engine with zero financial barrier to entry. The workflow starts with ideation. Using the high-speed Flash model, you rapidly test dozens of hooks to see which creates the most tension. Next is the script. Switch to the Pro model and task it with building a narrative. Because the model understands pacing, it can map out your dialogue while simultaneously suggesting specific visual and audio cues to guide your edit. Finally, the system handles the packaging. It generates thumbnail concepts that match your script's tone and writes keyword-optimized descriptions and timestamps to help the algorithm categorize your video. Work that previously required a week of coordination between 3 different specialists is now condensed into a single workflow, putting the entire creative overhead under your direct control. Once your script and SEO strategy are mapped out, you have a functional blueprint for production. To handle the audio, you run your AI-generated script through a high-fidelity voice generator. This gives you a clean, professional narration track that sets the timing for the entire project. For the visuals, you look at the cues AI Studio provided in the script. Source stock footage or use image generators to create exact visual matches for your ideas. The final step is assembly. You drop your audio track and visual assets into your editor, aligning them according to the cues in your blueprint. In this workflow, Google AI Studio acts as the architect, providing the design, while your other creative tools act as the automated crew, bringing that design to life. The traditional barriers to starting a channel, the lack of a production budget or a full-time writing staff, are no longer terminal problems. The tools to solve them are now accessible to anyone with an internet connection. The gap between having a raw idea and having a structured, ready-to-produce script has been closed. You no longer have to wait for inspiration or a bigger budget to start creating. With technical hurdles of research and drafting managed by AI, the only remaining variable is your individual ambition and willingness to execute. I've included the specific structural prompts for these workflows in the description. You can copy them directly into Google AI Studio to begin your next project. The friction has been removed. Use the tools, start your next video today, and subscribe to keep sharpening your production process.